And we're back. We got a little bit interesting price action today. I see they made us wait right till the end. But shucks, we weren't going anywhere. Damn. $5. Thank you very much. Nom nom nom. This is a 15-minute super quick update from me, Pro TA from Tradespotting, a former worker at the investment banks. Know what's going on, and I'm going to crack open the charts like a cracked open dat can and tell you all about it right now. Into the charts. Nope, that's not the charts. That's the back garden in the shrubbery. Into the charts. Nope, that's not. That's, oh shit, I'm looking there. Sorry, you there, James? He's not there. Here we are, back in where we went to be. Rotten Corpse of Orders calling another $5. Oh my goodness. Cheers to you guys. We're going to be playing Sploshing soon. If you haven't played Tradesploshing before, what have you been doing with your Fridays? Starts in an hour and 40 minutes from now, right here on this channel. So here we are on these charts, and on the 4-hour time frame, I mean, it's all muchness. Daily time frame, you can see that was a wick, very much all wick. Now this candle, you could call it a doji. You can see that to the bottom side now with these two wicks together, this would be bullish price action. That recoveries and rejections from these levels of support, those are quite low, around underneath $150. So closing price, we haven't told you. Wait, Tradespotting, haven't you told them we're not leaving? I've not obviously not said it though. You know, I don't know. You know, it's only the hardcore left around here nowadays. Everybody else is away off watching Johnny Come Lately channels. It's just the way it goes. The best in the business, he says, is true, but the best chat button. You got neck your porridge. You neck your porridge and shut up, Jimmy. So rejections off this area, that'd be positive for price action. Puts in what is potentially a positive candle on the daily time frame with regards to candlestick patterns. If I just change this now so the body is slightly easier for the folks to see. Green bodies. Oh, have I done that wrong? I have, yes. We need this to be purples. Purples for the peoples to be able to see it. There we go. And, well, despite it being, you know, a negative day in that the price action closed down below where it opened, still the extremity that we took it to, and then the fact that we recovered so very much of that before the end of the day suggests that the enthusiasm might be for buying it as opposed to selling it at these levels. And that's the daily time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, really strong, girthy, positive. You know, you manage to open above these just below this previous candle and make it right back to the body close of the previous one. That's a good test. Would have been nice if this had gone up and had at least a touch above 162. We didn't get that, but that's speaking on 4-hour candles, and much of this price action happened on a much quicker time frame than that. You can see this measured move now that you get from the wick coming outside of it, the retest of it, and nothing all that unusual there, despite all of this cries of pain and all the tragedy some people have experienced there with their accounts, and all of the sore knees that the hedge funds have given everybody. Ow, oh, ow, my knee. And at the same time, look, all we've managed to do is like jump into Tradespotting's lines and fulfill TA he talked about in videos that he's put out 18 months ago on YouTube. So, and then you look up here and you can see $207. This is the green horizontal. Please, can you look into the camera and say girthy again, but slower? Girthy. And thank you very much. That's well worth a $5. I'll do that every day of the week. Cheers, Dan. Appreciate Girthy as well, so it was. So you've got your touch of your support here, and you've got your reaction to this slightly a little higher level of, we'll call it resistance for now, and you're talking about breaking out of this pattern as being a bullish accumulation pattern, a wedge as it comes down here. You're below the 200 period moving average. You need to conquer that. You need to conquer the 50 period, but the 618, should you get above the 236, that's the Fibonacci retracement from our most recent highs up at 255 down to these lows that you're putting in at 148, 147 and change. That move, the retracement against it, that's a 618. It's also the measured move from the inside of this accumulation pattern. You'll make it there should you get above the 236 open close 4 hours. On the 1-hour time frame, starting to get a positive test of this trend here as represented by the DMI. You've gone up on the RSI through the bearish control zone, captured your own moving average, and are heading towards the center line at the same time as you've touched resistance, and this is what we said we'd like to happen yesterday. Ideally, price action would open where it did, it would move as it did, it put in the wicks that it did on the daily. We talked about how in the 4 hour we'd like to see these confirmed retests of this pattern, and now here we are down the hourly, and we're doing everything that we said we'd do on the TA in a 15-minute update that I put out yesterday, which hardly anybody watches really, but you should do, definitely. Check it out, it's really good. And we talk about price action, it always comes true, it's amazing. Rocket Trader trash 499. GME, what do you make of the Rocky Outcrop flash at 148/77 bucks on the kind of created today? We have one at 212 bucks as well. 5-minute chart. Thanks. Interesting week ahead of us. 5-minute chart we'll check out in 2 seconds. And as I get down there, anyway, I'm on the hourly at the minute, and I'm talking about how we've done everything we needed to see. We did it in an update yesterday, and it's now come true. Right down the hourly, here we are sitting below this period, this resistance. If you do manage to break this horizontal level, you will aim for that 236, as you could see on the 4 hour, but not so clearly here. It comes in at around 168.45. That's higher than this RO flash at 148.77. So you're thinking, do we need to go back down there beforehand? Does this support / resistance, or this one at the 236, more likely, also where the 50 period moving average is, does that prove to be resistance in the short term time frame, also where price action broke from here? And do we get a test and close that opportunity down with the RO flash on the 5-minute time frame in at 148 bucks? We'll get there in a minute. Doomslayers representing heel Space Banana. Homer's Ghost, are you trying to make me explode to death? What did Homer's Ghost say? More likes, you fannies. There's 200 period moving average up there just before the 618 at 207 bucks on the 1 hour time frame. You can see that that 200 period moving average will be significant and is close to these levels, but maybe isn't the be all and end all. 382 looking left on the previous Fibonacci. 236 above that comes in just below the 786. Lots of things to do if you get up to these areas. Are we getting there? Of course we are. But in the meantime, there's things to do. And let's check down 30-minute time frame. Momentum has made it past important levels, though you're yet to break that support here. If those two things were happening at the same time, it would be better, but I see that it's positive now. We'll see what happens to those indicators as price action opens tomorrow at these levels, and we'll see in the first 3 open closes of the 30-minute time frame what that brings us with respect to the bullish posturing of those indicators. On the 15-minute time frame, stalling there at that horizontal level, now that becoming more clear. You're now at the top or bottom of the bullish control zone, peeking your head into it and probably get knocked out. And your DMI plus has made it to DI plus has made it up to 40, and so taking a touch back, no problem. I see the ADX increasing. That might speak to a retrace and continuation. That's great. Jamie, have a drink on me. Also, if you fancy chart AMDY. AMD, I may have to just go super fast on the GME AMC. They'll definitely have a drink on you. Thank you very much, Hexy892. Though there is coming a Tradesploshing episode at 11 o'clock. During that, there are a number of wares for sale. A number of wares. He'll have the drinks with us, we'll spin the wheel with us together, and there's some wares and such, and bring it to the markets. You know, raise money for the village, the porridge village. Back there at the porridge village, try to raise money with some wares. Everybody there, they've got together in the little TA land, they've crafted their own little handmade TAs, and they're trying to sell them. So I'm bringing them to the city, bringing them to the big city later on in Tradesploshing. You'll be able to pick up some of these wares, authentic, handcrafted, fair trade wares, and you'll be able to pick them up on things like Atter and of course AMD, Nvidia, SPY, and loads of other interesting things. You'll be able to pick up those wares later on if you've got the readies. Tradespotting, please read my last super chat very slowly while you gaze directly into the camera. I can't even see it there. Homer, where is it, Homer? Where are you there, Holmes? Because my interesting weeks ahead of us, yo buddy. And okay, but can you see girthy green dildo? Girthy green dildo? Homer, what is this in your room? There you go. Tradespotting, please read that. I've done it now. I've done it already. Can you talk about the effect of options on MOAS? I could do if you give me $100 billion trillion or a couple of hours that I don't have. Not that it's all about money. Lemafau, yesterday was a funny episode, and later on is a funny episode. This is the professional, quick to the point, professional technical analysis. So here we are back at the charts, looking at the 15-minute time frame now, talking about how you stalled at that horizontal level. My God, he's a genius. I didn't know that was happening, looking at the higher time frames. You could also then turn into this and say, oh, is it really actually a retest? You're not having that much of a positive reaction yet. Maybe you do trade between a range, that range being up at around there, 236, maybe just above it up to that horizontal at 177, and then the lower level of this being that 148 previous low we put in. If it isn't there, then the next stop may be around 126 at this next Fibonacci extension. It might be 138 where you find a horizontal level, which is also interesting. Try and make it all explode to death. Great. Homer now exploded to death. It's happened. It's over. And that's the GME down at the 15 minutes. On at the 5 minutes, you can see there that flash at 148.7. Do you retest this area, put in some bullish divergence with a higher low in the RSI, perhaps at the center line or above the bullish control zone? Certainly, I think I'd probably want to see that above the center line if I was looking for a positive reaction at this amount of retest. Same to be said for the DMI. I want to see this slip far too below the DI positive slip below the 40. If I want to see this continue despite testing that 48 and filling it, it could go in a wick, doom, doom, doom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I can also tell you that it's likely that that IDX at that strong position represents like a good trend and change. So maybe if you get like a really strong open tomorrow, we'll see, you know, that 148 on the 5 minute. Let's see how it evolves. As you say, though, there is also this very significant one here at $212. And there's a liquidity zone between it and the previous horizontal that you would have gone through at 208. So between those $4 range, that's also the measured move. Should you definitely break out of this wedge, and it depends where you take it from, but that horizontal and it around there where it retested once, this bullishly divergent low, all accounted for, no problem. As you can see, there's that bullish divergence. 1, 2, 3 touches, like Tradespotting likes to see it. And do you want to know what's going on in the 1 minute time frame? Absolute pandemonium. On to AMC. This is an AMC update. GME finished up today 2%. AMC finished down today 6.86%. Though, as you can see here on the 1 minute time frame, it too had a very strong end to the day in terms of, well, no, that's the 1 minute time frame, days and days and days. Days and days worth of price action in here, it looks like, on this 1 minute time frame. Right, so RSI also putting in an interesting picture there, recovery and the positive test there between DMI, DI plus, DI minus. You have also made it to the 236 here, should that Fibonacci be correct. Let me see, where's your low? Yo, buddy. Is that it? Looks like it must be. But it ain't moving. Not yet, so similar to GME, got a bit of work to go. This needs to get up to 27.88. Then I'd like to see it opening closing 4 hours above that. Should it do that, and then I think it would aim for the 618, which is at 31.24. 1 minute time frame, you're not going to learn that much from it other than the fact that you also had some bullish divergence at this first low. Then you come in, put in what could be described as a rounding bottom. If you get up high enough and get a kick, it could be a bump and run. 5 minute time frame, confluent with these lows on the left. You've got, I wouldn't call that divergence. Nor is there enough of it here. There is on the tiny last leg there that we saw on the 1 minute price action. You got the positive move on your DMI plus there. That's good. That's positive. You have to make it above this 236. And then the horizontal level on this one's actually way up at there, about $30 again. You need to get back into the $30. Mind you, there's huge YouTubers talk about this thing, say we're never going below 30 again the last time. And then I was saying, well, we are, and that. And then people give me shit, and then blah, blah, blah. And then there we are, and shut up. Anyway, right, so who cares, right? So I don't care. Anyway, 27.88, you need to get that. You need to open it and close it in 4 hour, and then you're going to 31.24. 15 minute time frame, stopping at the center line there, similar to GME with regards to momentum. Your positive trend has taken over. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, making it out of the bearish control zone. Still a negative trend in the ascendancy. You need to break it above certain horizontals before you'd be able to turn that off. That negative contribution to your thoughts, you really need to break it above the 618. Even then, that's not all that much, right? That really isn't. And this is take that off, take this off, just because of what you've already done, and come back. You know, you've already made it back here below the 886. Maybe that's right on the 886. Yeah, it is. So you got that last chance saloon for an entry there. See how price action goes on afterwards. You need to make it back above 31.56, as you can see from that Fibonacci. If you take it from the all-time high, or sorry, the most local high here, come on. The local high, take it down to that low. The 236 comes in at 29 bucks and 6 cents. So you're making it above the golden pocket there and to the 236. That would constitute a local low at that point, and you start be able to do effective divergence technicals, looking at things like that and making proper robust decisions. But you can't do it at the minute, and you need to cover that 236 before you even thought about it. On a smaller term time frame, like maybe are doing those smaller moves and looking at these Fibonacci's, but this sequence would be more dominant already. You can see on the 30 minute, on the 1 hour, nothing down here's done anything significant whatsoever. You're continuing this downtrend. So what if that's higher than this previous low? So that's convergent with price action. You've not had any violent move to the top side. In fact, you're still percentage wise down a huge massive chunk today at the end. You know, like wait on it. Made it to the golden pocket, needs to break that, needs to make it above the 236, that's the 29.06 as I say, and then looking left, 382, previous levels of resistance here, 33.90, you need to make it above that, and your 200 period moving average on the 1 hour is miles away at 37 spot 24 hour time frame, still not made out of the bearish control zone here, negative trend in ascendi with a positive slope in ascendance, and then you know, drawing's getting slightly crushed together here. Spread out so it's easier to see. Popcorn is the name of the song. Popcorn. What a brilliant song it was too. So there's your 50 crossing below the 200 and then testing it here. Failure, price action follow through. And oscillator says, like I say, momentum has just not done anything positive yet. That guy. Yo, that guy. Whoop up. Yo, thanks so much. How's it going? Very generous. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You do totally is that guy too. So you touched the 886, you need to get above this golden pocket. I've said that a number of times. So you got your indicators not saying anything positive. Now the 1 hour we came from, yeah, that ADX still positive slope on DMI, and here you're still in around 40 levels. So that's very dangerous for looking for anything to the top side yet. And here on a 4 hour, you've got your DMI flash down below from Rocky Outcrop. The Rocky Outcrop flash, pardon me. DMI says strengthening trend, and RSI says you're still in the bearish control zone. Called that for a reason. Below the 200 period moving average significantly now, having tested it once. Wicked above, opened, and then below it again. Continuation to the downside. Broken below, important body closes previously. Let's look across there and see there was no bad mudda to investigate. Yet we still found ourselves anyway, right? That's it. Languishing in the records office. And then this is negative price, like potentially positive price action. Then exactly the opposite. Doji, boom, hammer down. Continuation. Lower close too. So you had a lower body close on the daily on AMC. Not fantastic. So that was on the 3-day, sorry. Still lower, and then here's your weekly. Right now, this is this last bastion of hope for AMC with regards to long-term time frames still being bullish. You don't want them turning around. Kind of takes a lot of work to undo that. Anyway, so you've got a doji here. Should price action stay in around these levels, not go desperately further below or above, and then next week you see prices on AMC open up at $29 or above. That'll be above the 236 on this previous move. That'll mean this is a Morningstar, this an abandoned baby, and price action will likely continue despite the fact that there's a little overlap on wicks. And I would look for this then to go with 36.52, probably also on Monday. But we'll see how that goes. And that's the AMC TA. Everything looking a little bit like woo, a little bit wah. A little bit, let's get sloshed with Tradespotting. So, yes, I'll be bringing the wares from the TA village. You know, all handcrafted. Check it out. Tradesploshing. Also, winning that, spinning that, going on with that wheel. Froglord, I would highly recommend you don't come to Tadpole Games. Huh? What happened? Oh, Froglord, huh? With a name like that, Froglord must be somewhat similar, Lord of all the Frogs. Bit of an assumption there, Rockstar. Step of Justice opening investigation on hedge funds. Yes, said for a while here at Tradespotting that the SEC weren't going to do you anything. Department of any favors, full stop ever, right? It's a fucking joke. Whereas the Department of Justice, they've got some teeth. They might be able to do something. It depends who it is exactly. It's got the, scent for it, which particular person it is driving it, and how they see their own political ambitions and whatnot. But yeah, you are right. There is some moves afoot, and there's also some evidence that they must be going after, right? There's also the case on the 21st. It's moved up a notch. Things are moving. The gears, they be a grinding. Thank you very much for everybody who tuned in for this special update. You will be with me in an hour and a half, or I cannot ever forgive you for Tradesploshing with the Spoonslayers. Lots of love. If you said you'd be here and you weren't and you're catching up late, what the frickin' hell? I made it. Where were you? A great determinant of success is diligence. That's what I've heard, as I was late to work that time. Have a good day, bud. Well, where are you going? You can't say that. We'll be back in an hour and a half. You frickin' better be. Lots of love. Hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button yet, you're one of those people who make it really hard for me to have a positive life. You make it really difficult for me for no reason, like just by not hitting the like button. Thank you very much, Luke. Thank you, everybody else. Shepherd, you legend. Never do break the chain. Better hit that like button. Stop making my life difficult. And then, Tradesploshing. Later duper, super duper, even and all. Well, I'm not going yet. I've got an important update. And a very important update. Thank you. Well done making it to the end of this. And I will touch on this again in a moment, right? Well, let's say in a moment, in an hour. Too late. You nailed it. Shit, I was actually trying to get at you with that comment thing, but you did it. You escaped. Tom Num. Let's get splushing and blood in. Wow, yo, man. Frickin' you were born in Tradesploshing. Right, so important update, right? I'm going to cover this.